Hi everybody. Today we're going to do a quick walkthrough of how to pull something in from Fusion into Unity. These are sometimes maybe a little bit easier if you're using a different design tool from Fusion. Blender works really closely with Unity, but since Fusion is what we've been using, I want to give you the chance to use this. So I've got this lectern created some time ago, and I want to go ahead and pull that in. So what I need to do is export it from here as an OBJ file. So I've got the lectern. Right now it's choosing the Fusion archive file. If I come down here, I find this OBJ file, and right now it's just going to go into my downloads as lectern v3. So I'm going to export there, and that takes care of that. I'm going to go ahead and find that in my downloads folder. It's right here. It gave me this material file as well as the geometry file. Both those things are there. And I'm not going to worry much about the materials today. We're mostly interested in the geometry. So if I open up my Unity project, I'm kind of back into this same, let me go ahead and stop playing there, this same demo that is in the Unity Basics demo. And maybe instead of a cylinder there, we'll bounce off the lectern. So I'm just going to drag this, use Alt-Tab or Command-Tab to get there. Drag it into your Assets folder, and it's going to show up right there. And you'll see that it's got this arrow that shows you all the different parts to it. It's got these materials here. These are not the real ones. That would be in that materials file. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag that lectern right up into here, I guess. I can drag it into either place. I'm going to double click on it. It is there, so I can use its, it must have a bunch of other stuff in it that I should get rid of. But I'm not going to worry too much about that. We can see all those things showing up there, right? So these are all here. Walk through them, you can see that they've all got their own little thing. It looks like we need to do some scaling on this thing because it's a giant for this area. With the scale tool, if you want to do it uniformly, you can just grab that middle piece. And I'm going to actually choose the lectern piece here. There we go. Make that a bit smaller. Go back to my move tool. Get a better view of this thing. Bring it into the zone a little bit. See, we gotta really rearrange our views sometimes. This is where like these side views can help because they make sure that everything is spot on in a particular plane, right? So I know that on that plane it's good, and on that plane it's good. I'm gonna go back to my scale tool. Go back to my move tool and bring it up. As I get it a little more in line, I can get closer and closer and really make this thing work. If I kind of lose it, I can just double click on it and get where I want to go. If I get to the sphere, I can see that that is there. There's my lectern. Now I just need to rotate it. I think I want to rotate it on the x-axis. So I'm going to do that here and just say 90. Because of the strangeness of the other stuff that's in it, other stuff has happened, right? So I'm going to go to the top view so I can see it sort of where the ball is. I'm going to go ahead and move that cylinder out of the way. And the first time I run this, what we will find is that it didn't encounter it at all because I don't have any kind of a collider on it. There are a couple ways to handle this. This is a fairly complicated piece, but overall it's got a pretty rectangular shape. You can use a mesh collider, but with something like this, it's probably not going to be as effective as we like, and it's going to be more complicated than is necessary. This is really a box shape, so I'm just going to add physics, a box collider to it. I'm going to check the sizing on it. We can see that it's not quite right. It did not. really do what I want. So if I come here, my z right now is 0. I can't have that. Oh, I must be really giant on it there. Okay, so now we go there and there. Oh, my 10. There we go. Now I've got some dimensions. So it all depends. Notice that those axes don't match. We're on a local axis on that. So it has to do with where the actual... that's almost good enough. We'll bring it out to there. Okay, so that's how we edit a collider. I'm going to press, and I might have come down too far. If it's in the floor, I've got a problem because it might, well, I don't have physics on it, so it's probably okay. There we go. And now it bounces off the lectern instead of going right through it. And that's what we're looking for. Thanks, y'all.